Hey guys, welcome to a brand new project. We're taking a look at Cross the Ages. If you're looking for a project that is going to genuinely disrupt the industry, become an entity in itself, like Lord of the Rings, like Game of Thrones, then this is the type of project you want to invest in. We personally have invested with them privately because we believe this is one of those projects long term that is going to do really, really well and do big things in its future. This is going to be a trading card game empowered by NFT blockchain technology, but it's going to be so much more, and we're going to be getting into everything this is going to offer. This has over 55 artists working on it, 130 people involved. It's a big project. And if you've got a team that big, the quality is going to be amazing, and probably the amount of work that they're going to do in terms of creating the game and beyond that, building this metaverse is going to be, moving at a very healthy rate. So the artists, as I mentioned, 55 artists are involved in this project, 65 illustrators, references in their fields, inspiring from the inspiring universes of the game. You can check some of these guys out in terms of their portfolios. So there are artists in the NFT world that have already established some big sales. Last sold for 50 ETH by WLOP. NIXEU sold an NFT for 20 ETH. So they're good artists, and obviously you can tell by the quality of the work that they sold those pieces of art for, that's what you can expect the quality to look like. There's also going to be a story to this project, and that's going to involve 8 writers and script doctors who are references in their field. And there will be the gaming team that is, I looked at this and that's a big team, and then you go down and there's more of that team, and so it's going to be comprised of 24 people with experience in gaming, in terms of blockchain development, in terms of game development. You're going to have a lot of experience that you need to be able to create this project. So let me introduce you to it. Digital collectibles. They will be accessible through the consumer through several ways. Gamification features, leveraging blockchain's unique applications. Approachable brand based on genuine passion for blockchain. Blockchain innovation with applications of digital scarcity. Collectibles, non-fungible tokens. All the possible actions in the game are enabled by purchasable crystals, boosters, skins for avatars. So you'll have common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, mythics, unique, alternative, and alternative combat. So this is the level of artwork you can expect from this trading card game. Like, it is beautiful, pristine. The Ethel there from the previous Fire is just insane artwork. Yeah, we love it, and I think you can judge the quality of a project by its artwork, because it's just going to have so much more draw. Like, you're going to want to collect something that is of high quality. We go beyond that, we can see some of the other variations, and I like that it's got a team of 55 different artists, yet they are all creating to the same standard, and you can tell it's from the same collection. I love this kind of like neon glow that some of these cards have. Imperator, that's like a Julius Caesar robot. The Archiviste. Yeah, they all have that same kind of feel. Ooh, Lenny, I like that card. It's without border. It's kind of like it's like special. So the concept for it is that every hour the player will be able to launch a wheel fortune to get a free booster pack. This will be free to play, but you'll be able to speed up your play using crystals. So you can wait for the opening time, or you can use crystals. There will be boomers that cost 200, and double cards will be obtained in free packs during 48 hours. Timers will cost 200. They will allow the player to get half the weight for the opening of packages during the 48 hours. Boosters, there'll be Booster Basic, which will open on 1 hour or 10. Booster Double, open on 2 hours or 20. Booster Lucky open on 3 hours or 30. Booster Magic open on 6 hours, and Supreme 12. There will be a variety of different types of cards within there. Obviously, you'll have different rarities. Basics cards will run at an 85% chance. So you get 1 or 2 cards at 85%. Double will have 2 or 3 cards, 15% chance. Lucky, 3 or 4 cards with 1 rare out of those 3, 5% chance of getting a lucky card, yeah, a 5% chance of that. Magic cards will have a 1% chance, so you get 4 or 5 cards, 1 rare, Supreme 5 or 6 cards, 1 ultra rare, and 0.3% will be the drop rate on those. This is a mock-up of what the game would look like. So you can see it's placed on a board. We have different scores, and you'll have your cards on the left that you'll be playing, and you'll be competing against other people on this board to probably eliminate their cards with yours, strategically placing them in the best positions to maximize the damage that you do to your opponent. Probably gonna have to take into account type effects, abilities, things like that. So there will be a shop where you can purchase crystals. Crystals will allow players to buy packs of cards, avatars, skins, binders, and customized card backs, which you'll be able to make your own card that you play in games unique, which I like the aspect of. We've got different payment structure. Obviously, the more you buy, the more that you would get at a discount. Very much kind of mimicking what happens in in-app purchases in mobiles, which obviously works pretty well in terms of generating income for the game. Everyday players will be able to buy boosters. Some days there will be promotional offers and packs. As you can see, it ranges from Discovery to Gladiator. Gladiator being 20 cards that you could purchase, and you have different rarity drop rates within these. Gladiator obviously offering the best. There is also going to be a mega box. Every 24 hours, players have the possibility to get the mega box that contains random cards, gold, and skins. Merge facility. So you will be able to merge cards once collected. These cards can be merged to obtain alternative versions. All conversions are free. However, the conversion results in the removal of the original cards. This is amazing. You know, obviously, when you combine cards in games, at the moment, every game pretty much there's a cost to be able to merge your cards, and that's kind of off-putting to be able to merge them sometimes because it costs a lot of money. But this is going to make that function very, very accessible, and also going to mean that people who are free to play will be able to, you know, acquire loads of commons and merge them together to make uncommons. So to get the alternative card, you'd have to get 50 commons, 20 uncommons, 5 rares, merge them together, merge 3 ultra rares to get mythics, and then merge 2 mythics to get the best form. There are going to be badges in the game, so general and seasonal badges will be unlocked with certain successes. So, you know, for getting so many sales made, collecting so many cards, completing a collection, things like that. Just a nice little added feature to display and show, you know, you've achieved something. There'll be notifications, so all players will receive notifications by default to announce the arrival of an ultra or mythic card on the marketplace. Thanks to a wish list, the player is able to ask for being notified when a specific card is available. A really unique feature is this ability to transition from virtual to real. If you have obtained certain cards, you will be able to convert them into real world cards. These will no longer have markings, and they will no longer allow the cards to merge, be sold, or destroyed. But you could potentially start to collect these just in the same way that you would collect any trading card game that we play now, you know, Pokemon, anything like that. Unlocking unique cards in trading card games is a really, you know, big thing, having that shiny, and they offer the opportunity to get random foil cards. Every 5 pack openings, reaching a certain level, players can unlock a pack of cards in the shop where a foil card is guaranteed by a booster, and foil cards can be found in booster packs or in the special promotional packages offered on weekends. Players the opportunity to suddenly get cards in the package. There will be 7 unique cards for each season, so for each release of each novel, they'll integrate a QR code on the first page. For the launch of the game, this code will allow players to obtain 1 of 6 specific cards. 7 unique cards will be hidden in special events. Those will cost a very high price due to the difficulty in obtaining them. The game is founded by Sami. They have onboarded 134 people to work on this project. In recent years, the company acquired studios in Budapest, England, France, Japan, Brazil. Founder of Pixel Heart, producing and distributing games on the latest generations of game consoles, launching more than 10 new games per year, 50 plus releases. The founder of RushOnGame.com in 2015, in the first private e-commerce platform for video games. They created their first business on trading collectible cards at the age of 24. It's become one of the most important companies in Europe of trading cards market. They've worked for 7 years as a production assistant and as a producer in the audio-visual sector. These are just a few of their titles, and they clearly have a lot of experience in trading card games. They know what works, they know what people want. The fact that they put exclusivity, rarity, these are the things that you want to go for in games. So, you know, I like it when there's only 5 accessible. When you make a legendary 1%, and loads of people are going to buy those cards, the legendary becomes less rare. That's why I think it's good to have those mythic drops like 0.002. And this is going to have that in the game. It's going to have that rarity, and the foil cards, the 1 out of 7 cards that you can get, these cards are going to mean a lot of value in these, but also it'll be just cool to flaunt them in battling when somebody sees this card come in and like, oh, that's like, I've never seen that card before. It'll be exciting. So to keep up to date with any changes on this project, obviously follow their socials, which are down at the bottom here. They have Twitter, Discord, Instagram. Go check those out, follow them, and that'll just give you an insight into like all the new events that are happening, you know, token sales, anytime that they're doing NFT releases. I imagine this is a project that's probably going to have a few NFT airdrops to give away in competitions to encourage people into the game. So yeah, definitely worth signing up very early. This is not just a single trading card game. This is an NFT fantasy universe. It's a dynamic universe in where fantasy and science fiction come together and clash. Two worlds share the single continent of Artelium. To the west lies Arcanti, masters of magic and summoning, and to the east, the city continent Mantris is home to the Neurotechs, multicultural people whose technology has invaded their everyday life. The young Malka, surrounded by a 7 Primus. So you can expect that these are going to kind of fuel the artwork in these games. As you saw, I'm going to guess the Caesar-like guy with the robot face is probably lives in Mantris, the home of Neurotechs. We have the continent of Artelium. I kind of love that they built out, already mapped it out. Like it's giving me like Game of Thrones vibes. They're trying to create that actual universe that people could really engage with. Arcanti. We've got an example of a card there. Rift, an example of one of their cards. Mantris, the Neurotech integrated into the human technology. And we've got the virtual to real, the ability to bridge the cards across the two worlds. Very, very unique feature. They're going to be more than 365 collectible cards with different scarcity and unique traits. It's going to be really exciting. Some of the biggest titles out there: Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, Marvel, and the whole universe there, began with literature and graphic novels that people drew from that and created these epic franchises. And imagine investing into something like day one of when The Walking Dead, you know, saying, all right, I'll fund you to create these books. You'd be a millionaire for sure. And this is one of those projects. This is why we privately invested, because we saw the potential in this long term as a project that could genuinely do that. So, you know, obviously I'll keep you up to date with any changes around this, any release of tokens, NFT drops. I'll try to keep you up to date with in hot projects. So look out for future videos on that. As you can see, the game already has a huge list of investors. I don't think I've seen a project that has this many investors in any of the projects that we've covered before. And one of the biggest partners is the Sandbox. They have been an advisor to this project. I've watched an AMA with the co-founder and a member of the Sandbox. And one of the biggest companies in GameFi right now is the Sandbox. And if they saw potential in this, then, you know, it gives it credit to say, you know, this is something that's worthwhile of your investment and my investment as well. I think the website looks great in terms of just the quality of the artwork that they've just created alone for the website. That just shows you that, you know, they are committed to creating a quality project. And as you can see, you know, the website's really nice and detailed, goes through a variety of different cards. You know, we're not just seeing duplications of the same card being shown across this website. We're seeing lots of different variations, which means that they have already started work and started to develop some of this artwork ready for the game when it is released. And obviously the user interface, they've got that down in terms of what we saw earlier. They are trying to build something that is not just a one-year project. They are going to create, obviously the game is based on 7 novels that will give a hope of at least 10 years to this project. And if this takes off, way beyond that, way beyond that potentially. The fact that it is a virtual transition to reality, that's not really been done before to a high quality, to a really good degree. And, you know, imagine being able to play this in the real world as well as in the virtual world by having those cards and being able to play against people. That would be a really, really unique feature that would be fun. Going to events in the future to play these, you know, when people are playing in esports tournaments. Their token will be crystal, and obviously that can be used to buy, sell cards, mint them, but the value of the game will truly lie in the value of cards. And in my opinion, that's where games need to go. The NFT technology is the biggest draw for mainstream gamers into NFT gaming, into the blockchain crypto space, because you're just not going to have that level of, you know, being able to buy and sell assets and actually transition it into real money in anything outside the blockchain space. The team is a really open one. You can go to the founder and check out their LinkedIn. You can check out their Instagram. So this is not a, you know, a team that you're just looking at and seeing their expertise and they're telling you what they can do. You can go genuinely check back what is their work history. Are they who they say they are? And, you know, I've never seen as big a team as this around a project in any of the games that we've covered so far. Community on this is growing rapidly. 50,000 people now follow them on Twitter. The Discord is 25,000 plus, and they have a big announcement coming soon, which I'll solve this very difficult riddle for you, a little anagram. It's the white paper is coming. So they have got their white paper. They actually have sent this to me, but I can't access it, and I want to get the video out today. So what we'll do is we'll take a look at it on Monday in Monday's hot projects. Just take a look at a bit more detail into tokenomics and things like that. So that is all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. All the links to this game will be down in the description below. This is going to be a big one, definitely one to keep an eye on, you know, follow to keep up to date with it. And personally, I think it's worth getting involved in at any stage. So keep up to date with any IDOs and token sales, NFT sales on this one. Obviously, I will keep you up to date on it as well. I'm genuinely really excited for the future of this project. I'd love to see it go to the heights of, you know, Netflix and movies. That would be insane, because you could say, I invested in Game of Thrones before it became the franchise that it is. I invested in The Walking Dead. I invested in Lord of the Rings before these projects. You know, these could be the projects of the future. There will be more projects because stories, fantasy has always just continued to develop and evolve. And yeah, this might be the modern day version that, who knows? I'm really excited for it. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Okay, that's all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like on the video. Always helps the channel out. Hit subscribe if you can keep up to date with future content. That is all from me. See you guys soon.